This is my recycle box where I put all my purchases before I do a video, and it is chock full right now, so it's time to share with you what I bought. All right, let me change the angle to the camera and we'll get started. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, J.I. Colorist. My name is Jody, and clearly I have been shopping. And my last haul video was in April, and that was my birthday month. So I haven't had a haul video for a little while, and I tend to just accumulate items in my blue bin that I showed you. And once it's full, it's time to do a haul video so that I can actually put some of these items into use. So I'm just going to pull out things from there. They will include adult coloring books, some supplies, and also some craft room organization things. So let's get started. The smallest item that I'm just going to pull out quickly is I bought some liquid adhesive glue, and it's from Crafter's Square. So I bought it because it has a narrow tip on it, and I thought that would be good. So I'm hoping it looks just like white glue. My other white glue was in a great big bottle, and the top actually snapped off. So I did need a new bottle, so I'm hoping that this is adequate. I'll let you know. And in no particular order, I'm just going to pull out things from the box. Now, I have also taken up cross stitch in the last year, and so I have done a couple of larger projects as my first projects. Now I've decided to go smaller, so I have picked up some sets of bookmarks, and so I'll just bring this out of the shiny packaging, and I'll show you. So they come in kits, and this one is based on Starry Nights. So there are 6 bookmarks in each, and it comes with everything you need, including felt back with sticky, so that you peel this sticky part off, and this is the felt backing. So I'm quite excited about that. Here's all the threads. It does come with a bag of needles and a needle threader, which is great because I have been cross stitching, and I have actually dropped my needles and lost them. So always happy to get a few more needles. So that is the first set. This is Starry Nights based. And then I also picked up one on lighthouses, and I have visited many lighthouses I've mentioned in the past. Let me just get this open. Okay, this one is open now, and as you can see, there are 6 again, and they are different lighthouses. So I'll just show you what the I have been working on pre-printed canvases. So, and my idea is that I'm going to be making these bookmarks hopefully as gifts, although it does take quite a while to do one, so I'm not sure. I envisioned them to be Christmas gifts for this year. However, that might be a little bit too ambitious, so we'll just have to see how many I can actually get done before Christmas. I am enjoying cross stitching, and I think I actually even like it a little bit better than diamond painting, although it does remind me of diamond painting with how the pictures are pixelated and they come to life. So these are all the threads you get. Also get some needles and some scissors. So that's what comes in the kit. Let me pull out something next from the box. The next item on the box is I bought 2 sizes of these mesh craft bags, and I picked these up for exactly this purpose, and that is to put my cross stitching projects and all the items that belong in them into a bag, and then I can zip it up. I can bring this bag with me wherever I go. I can put it on my shelf. Everything stays contained. It's protected. They're waterproof. They have a zipper. Really enjoy using these bags. You did see me buy a couple from Blick. previously, and I have a variety of sizes. So in April, I bought this one, which is a smaller size, and then this one. So when I came back to Canada, I decided I actually needed a few more. So I bought a 10 pack. So there was 5 of this size. And then I actually got this size as well. So it's bigger. So definitely you can fit a full coloring book and your pencils that you're working on, or a large diamond painting. You can also put like a 30 by 40 diamond painting in this, and all your drills and everything. So these are the craft bags, and those are the kinds of things that I'm using. So I'm calling this one of these my organization things, because that is important for me to stay organized while I'm crafting. So that is what those are all about. Speaking of, since we're talking about craft bags, I also bought another cross stitch, and this one is going to be very difficult to do. So I'm actually, when I got it, I was like, holy confetti, cross stitch. I am going to put on screen what this picture actually looks like, and I'm really excited. Owls are my favorite, and I think it's going to be gorgeous. I thought it would actually be a bit bigger than it is. So it's 30 by 40, and I'm hoping that all of the owls do come across that are in the picture, because there's about 10 different owls in the actual picture. So quite excited about that. And so I'm putting this into one of the larger bags, and as you can see, I can have the cross stitch fully out and laying flat in this bag. So a great use for these bags. If you are doing 30 by 40 diamond paintings, I would definitely recommend the use of these craft bags. Okay, speaking of diamond painting, so that was a cross stitch, obviously, and I did also buy one diamond painting, and these were both from Amazon. And let me get the packaging off so I can show you this adorable picture. So this picture here is a 30 by 40, because that is the size I have a portfolio in that I prefer to use. And this here, I'll shut the lights off, hopefully that helps with the picture, but it is an adorable hedgehog and some flowers. So here's a finished little picture right there. I have had a hedgehog as a pet in the past. My son and I had a couple of hedgehogs in our life. So it is an adorable picture. They are round drills. I'm not going to bring them out because they are all sealed up pretty tight, but I am going to put it in. It's also quite bent because it's been wrapped around the drills for quite a while. So before I start to do it, I am going to place it in one of my new bags and let it straighten out. So I will put it away, and hopefully you will see it in the next few months come to life as one of my craft projects. Okay, let me put it away. Be right back. Just want to mention that the pouches, if you're looking on Amazon, they are called mesh zipper pouches, or they are PVC mesh zipper pouches. And yeah, you can get them in all kinds of different sizes. They're easy to find. You can also call them craft envelopes or craft pouches, but yes, they are mesh zippered pouches, and highly recommend. Let's finish off the supply related items that are for organizational skills. Now I'm showing you how it came in a nice outer box. I have been watching and kept these on my wish list for a while, and they are washi tape drawers, and they are clear. So let me just pull it out. So this has 4 drawers, and what I liked about this one is, there I raised the camera up a little bit. What I like about the drawers is that they can stand up like a book, so you could have them all standing up, and then the drawers open like that. Your washi tape can stand upright like that, and then you can clearly see what you have. Right now I had all my washi tape in a mooncake tin, and so that's this large tin here. And while it worked for a while, I have purchased more washi tape of late, and I wasn't able to always see it and get to it, so I have 3 of these. They do have little indents here. They can be stacked, but what I wanted is that I can actually, so I can pull the drawers out, I can turn them, and so now I can stack it on top of each other. So you have the option of either stacking them like books or stacking them like regular drawers, and I bought 3 of them, and this is how they're going to look once they're all filled. So I now have 3 drawers, so that is 12 different little drawers. I'm pretty excited. I'll be able to actually see all my washi tape clearly and use them, and I can just pick one drawer up and bring it to me, or pull a whole drawer out and bring it over to the table. So that's the organization for my washi tape. It's been on my wish list for quite a while, and I'm pretty happy with that. I have one more rather large purchase, and large meaning many items, not large meaning I spent a lot, but I did go ahead and use my own Stationery Pal discount code and ordered some stationery items from stationerypal.com. And if you didn't know, I am affiliate with Stationery Pal, so there is a permanent discount code in my video description. So none of this is sent to me by Stationery Pal. This is stuff that I purchased myself. So just take a quick look at what I have purchased. I did go ahead and remove the packaging that comes, which means I have a replenished supply of round tissue dots, which I will keep and use in my backgrounds. A thank you note, it's always appreciated. They also always send a couple of, like this is a bag charm and a rattle kind of thing. And then they also send a couple of multi pens. So not always sure why they send us 2, but it's nice of them to send a few extras. So I did want to thank them for that. However, what I was most excited about are the things that I purchased. So I'll just put this to the side and I'll keep reaching in to show you the items. I may drop the camera down so you can see them a little clearer. Since we just finished talking about washi tape, I will show you the 3 sets of washi tape that I purchased. And what's pretty cool about these sets is they were all Japanese inspired, and they actually show you on here the different sample of the washi tape. So I don't even need to pull them out to show you, although I will show you they come in a range of sizes. So I was pretty excited to get a range, because I do want some smaller ones. I do want to use some of these smaller ones in my Lulu Mayo tarot card books. I've been using them for the borders, so I was happy to get some new gold ones, and they're really, really pretty. And then I also wanted to try some larger ones. So again, these are this version. So those will go in that. I'll open the second one. And this is the second one. I wonder if maybe that's better for the light. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 rolls per set. And I thought that was very, very pretty. Some cranes. And then again, we've got some tiny gold, which is what I'm looking for. And then some larger ones. some nice gold foiling on there. And then, like I said, I didn't have any larger washi tape at all. I've always just had the small ones. And then this one here is the last one. And it had less gold items on it, but it had these like stag, like deer, and some flowers and birds. So really, really pretty. And definitely going to be able to use them. So that's the washi tape edition of this, and I am going to put these all into my new washi tape drawers and stay organized and use them. But I did appreciate that these cards were on here, so you knew what the washi tape looked like when you were looking at the sets. So that's the washi tape. Let me just set those aside. I'll show you all the stickers that I got next. This actually, I got 2 sets of the same stickers in some cases. And this one was corgi stickers. And my nephew, who lives in the United States, has a corgi. And my sister babysits him a lot, or dog sits. And so when I saw these corgi stickers, they were just too adorable. And I have met Cornelius, and so yeah, so these are just a bunch of little stickers with cute corgis, and I thought just adorable. So I think there's a couple of duplicates of each one, and yeah, so I plan on sending my nephew some happy mail, and I thought those were just be something cute to brighten up his day. So those were the corgi stickers. The next set of stickers I'll show you is some leaves. Now I got 2 sets of these, and these are the stickers that are like paper, and so they do have like a white backing, but they're very, very thin. So I thought they would be great in my either my Amanda Colors journal, or also my coloring. I like to add backgrounds and stuff, and I thought this would. So there's that one, this one. So just all kinds of different leaves and very pretty flowers. But they're all nice natural kind of colors, and I really, really appreciate that. So I got that set. So 6 come in 6 pages in a pack, and I got 2 of the same because I thought if I'm doing a background and I needed a couple of extra leaves, sure enough, I would find a perfect one, and I would need 2 of them, and I wouldn't have the second one. So I did get 2. If you're ordering all the way from China, I thought I might as well get the ones that I wanted. So then they had a bunch of flowers in different color tones, so different sets. So there are 40 flowers in here. These are the, I think they're called like PET. They're the clear. So when you put them on your page, all you're going to see is the flower. Let me grab a piece of paper. This might be easier to see. So we've got a couple of the same flowers. So this one is irises. So we've got a bunch of irises. We have a bunch of tulips. And they're all in the kind of the same shades. So lots and lots of different flowers. And I just thought that they were beautiful. So different flowers. I really love irises. I have only one iris has bloomed outside so far that I have, so I'm pretty happy with them. But definitely lots of flowers, beautiful colors. So that's that pack was like the pink pack. And I'm gonna have to put them in a different envelope because this plastic is ripped. So the next one is orange colored. For each pack and different color scheme, they have different flowers. So that's, you're not getting just the same flowers over and over. Like this one had a lot of lily of the valley, some purple roses, lovely different roses. So this was a yellow and orange pack, and not all of them have stems. So this one has a different shape, and we've got some beautiful poppies, more poppies. And these are all flowers that I thought would just go really nice, and because they're clear, they will blend into my coloring pages seamlessly. So I was pretty excited about doing that. So those are the orange pack, and then I got one other pack. I got a kind of a purple violet. So I got pink, orange, and purple, and these ones had a lot of lilies, and I thought, I love flowers. I love growing flowers outside. So just trying to keep the shine off of them. So these ones had all kinds of different colored lilies, and some of them were blue and purple. And I just thought that that was very, very soft, beautiful colors. I mean, these would look nice even just on a letter or a birthday card, adding a little bit of something extra. And I just love that they're single flowers. You could put anywhere. You could trim them off, you know, make them however you wanted. So yeah, so just lovely, lovely flowers. And something that I don't have in my collection at this time, so I was happy to add them. So those are the 3 sets of flower stickers that I purchased. And I also purchased 2 sets of these cherry blossom stickers. Now, in my earlier stationery haul, I did purchase another set, and I'll show you that right now. So the first time I purchased stickers, I purchased the small set, and I didn't realize how small they were going to be. So this is the set of cherry blossom stickers, and I have used them on a Lulu Mayo page that had cherry blossom tree on it, and I really liked it. So when I saw that there was a different set, I actually picked it up, and this one has a little bit of gold foiling on it as well. It's a little bit hard to see. Maybe turn that off, maybe that'll help. But so they're slightly larger, and I decided, so these are called Love Blossom by Daily Deco Stickers, and I decided to get 2 sets so that I had lots, because I do really love cherry trees. And again, these are, you pull the whole sticker off, including, and they go on. They're a little bit transparent, so they will show the page underneath, and they will look really natural on the page. So those add to these stickers, and I think that they will go well on my coloring pages. I do plan on using all of these in my coloring books. And the last 2 stickers that I bought 2 sets of as well. So that was a little bit of a theme this time, is once I knew I was going to like the stickers, I just bought 2 because they come in single sheets. And these, let me take the flowers away. There, I'll put these on top of a black background. Hopefully you can see them a little bit better. And this set of stickers are little planets, and they feel a little bit like jelly. So they kind of remind me of after I have done something with glossy accents, then they come across as that. So these look like they already have glossy accents on them. They're nice soft colors, and I think that they'll look great on a page in Space Timber. So I got 2 of those there. I also thought that they were cute and not overly huge. So I think that they will be well used in my coloring books, and they just come off like that, and they will go on to a page, and they shine. They have some little bit of iridescent kind of, because they are clear. So yeah, really happy with how those turned out. I wasn't quite sure how they were going to look, but as you can see, I think that they'll be fine. Okay, those are all the stickers. Let me put them away, and I'll show you one other item I bought. So the last items I purchased from Stationery Pal was the 2 sets of zebra Mildliners, and I picked these sets for the colors. So let me get them out of the box. This came as a set, and it wasn't in a separate bag. They were just together like that. This one was in a bag, but I'll pull them all out and we'll do a quick swatch of all of them. So here are all the colors. Let me grab a piece of paper. We're going to swatch them in my Amanda Colors planner, because that's why I bought them. I planned on using them. So these are the zebra Mildliners. They come in a whole host of colors. So highlighters have come a long way from when I was in high school, that's for sure. It has a chisel tip on one end and a bullet point on the other. So I'll just bring you down a little bit. I believe they do have color names on them. So it's a bold and a fine point. They are made in Japan. So you can do a thick, thin, and because they are highlighters, they might ghost a little bit, but once it's dry, I think it'll be gone. So that's that color. So there's a nice pink. Try and do these in color order. That's a nice purple. Nice peach. So I plan on using this, like I said, in my planner here. I also, though, do plan on using them in my coloring, because I do like using them when I color. So we will see how they go. That's a nice green. That would be really nice on a leaf. So yeah. And I do like that you can also get into tiny spots. So anytime you use a fine liner, I think that these would be also acceptable to use in your adult coloring. This one here is a nice brown. Like I said, they've come a long way from just the fluorescent colors. And here's like a sage green. Or it's actually a lighter than that. I'm not sure what color this is. I don't see color names on here, although I do not read Japanese, so that might be the issue. That's really lovely too. And then this color here is kind of a purple gray. So yeah, definitely. I think that this would be great on if you were doing some stonework. And like I said, let's check it out. A little bit of ghosting here, but this is very thin paper. This is Amazon printed, so yeah, a little bit of ghosting here, but hopefully once it dries you won't see that. And most of my coloring books are not Amazon printed, so that should be fine. So these are the zebra Mildliners. They come in like 40 or more different colors. These are the only ones I have, and I picked these colors on purpose. So that's them. You'll have to let me know if you use the zebra Mildliners in your adult coloring, and if you do, if you have a specific color that you like. If there's a swatch chart out there somewhere, let me know if you know somebody that provides one, or if they have one on the zebras website. Maybe I'll take a look to see that, because I would like to know what the color names are. But regardless, I'm pretty happy with the ones that I did buy. Okay, so those were the items from Stationery Pal and Amazon. Let's take a look at a few of the books. I first want to bring out this book. I did show it in my Lulu Mayo book collection, and that is the Lulu Mayo compilation book, and it is 8 of her previously published books, and it includes A Million Cats, A Million Bears, A Million Dogs, A Million Mermaids, A Million Cute Animals, A Million Magical Creatures, A Million Sea Creatures, A Million Little Monsters, A Million Baby Animals, and that's it. So 8 books, and I didn't have, I've only had 2 of the books, so, or maybe 3. So there was 5 books worth of Lulu Mayo stuff I did not previously own, so I did think that it was great. I also want to say a big thank you to the people who have gone onto the Lyrica website. That's where I purchased this, and they used my discount code, which is always in the video description. By using my discount code, and it's your first order from Lyrica, you do save 10%, so that was a big help to them, and I do get a small refund as well. So using that, I was able to purchase this book, and it only cost me $5. So I want to say a big thank you to the people who have used my code in the video description. It helps the channel out. I don't offer membership, and I don't have a Ko-fi account, and I also don't have an Amazon wish list. So using any of the discount codes that I have organized for everyone to use is a help to the channel, and I just want to say thank you. The next item I have arrived just last week, and it is Rita Berman's Hidden Oceans. Now, this is the same book as the German edition, and it was previously called. Besides it now being in English, it is a different size. So here is the comparison. So it is 1 inch by 1 inch larger. So this new size is actually 9 inches by 9 inches, and the other book before was 8 by 8. So it is a larger size book, which is appreciated. I do like the cover. However, had I known that it was exactly the same book, I would not have pre-ordered it. I wasn't able to cancel my pre-order, so it did arrive, and I am happy. Out of all of the books of hers, I do enjoy this one the most. In fact, one of my most favorite pictures in the whole book, well, this one is nice. This I used the beaded pearls, is actually this page right here. So I am happy to be able to do this page again. But yeah, so I guess if I had to get a second copy of a book, at least it's in English and a little bit of a bigger size. So I guess I am a big supporter of Rita Berman, and I am happy to see her books in English. So yeah, I guess if I was going to buy a second copy of her book, at least it was Hidden Oceans, because I do enjoy this book. So there is that. Sticking with books, I have been influenced by watching other people's haul videos, and so I ended up seeing, I believe it was Lucy recently from the UK, Lucy Adds Color, and she was showing us her new Brambly Hedge Nature's Coloring book, and that kind of took me a little bit down the rabbit hole. I had been seeing for quite a while people have had this book, the Festive Coloring book, and then I looked into who Jill Barclay is and her life story, and it really intrigued me. She has since passed away, and this book, I believe, is in celebration of like 40 years since the original Brambly Hedge has been published. It is a hardback book. She wrote 8 stories, So I'll turn this back on. She wrote 8 stories in the Brambly Hedge, and this hardback book has all 8 stories in it. So I was happy. It's beautifully illustrated, and it gives me a really good idea of the style. I like the watercolor look and all the pictures. So now that I'm a grandma, I do, and I always have enjoyed story books that were coloring books. So I decided I would go ahead and get the hardcover, and then also both of the books that were available at this time. They are a storybook. They are sewn bound, so that was also something that I was happy about. I was happy that the story is in here and the illustrations. And it was not Amazon printed. So this is the Brambly Hedge Festive Coloring, and I also purchased the Brambly Hedge Nature Coloring Book. If you want a full flip through of them, I can do one on the channel. I will be coloring in these, and these are books that I would want to color to completion. So yeah, so you will see these in the future. My granddaughter is only 4 weeks old though, so I am not in a rush to finish these. So these are going to be one of my long-term projects, and excited to have it. So thank you to the UK Color Tube community for encouraging me by showing me these books and your beautiful pages in them. Okay, this next item came all the way from Australia. I saw it on the Aussie Crafters channel, and then I switched over and watched the video from Sarah Renee Clark herself on this is the swatchdex. It is her latest product. She is also the person who does the color cubes. I do own those, both box 1 and 2. So the swatchdex is a pull-out drawer, and you can buy them either individually or in a 4-pack. So it is a tough wooden drawer. So it's kind of, I thought it was cardboard, but I guess it's some type of thin wood. And then this is the swatchdex itself. It is blank paper that you swatch whatever you want on. It is 2-sided, but one side is blank. There are instructions on the swatchdex itself. So you would swatch here and you can write underneath, or I guess you could maybe put a black line and do 2 different kinds of swatching for each one. It's totally up to you. It is 400 GSM paper. You can unscrew it and take them apart if you need to take them apart, and then screw them back together. I will probably just leave mine as is, and I plan on using this for my non-pencil related mediums. So I have a bunch of acrylic paint, and I also have some watercolors. And when I'm looking to see all of my pencils and stuff, I already have Color with Claire's family color charts in each pencil case, and I like that. So this will be for my non-pencil related items, and I'm looking forward to swatching that. And I just thought I ordered along with somebody else that was local to me. The shipping was as much as the swatchdex, so by ordering 2 or more you got a discount, plus then we were able to split the shipping. So it made it a lot more reasonable, and it did go on quite a journey to get here. Once it came to Canada, it then went to the wrong province and then back, but it came, and I'm really happy to have it, and I'll let you know how I like it after I've started to use it. All right, let's see what else is in the box. The last few items that I'm going to share with you today are items that I just purchased this morning from Kensington Art Supply here in Calgary, Alberta. They have what is called a garage sale every year, where they discount a bunch of their stuff at 50% off, and that's kind of my major art store purchase for the year. So I will share with you the items that I bought there. Let's start off And I've got some watercolor paper here because a lot of them were watercolor pens that I will swatch with you. So that's what the paper's for. But before I do the watercolor stuff, I did pick up a black edition Faber-Castell, the neon and pastel pencils. They did have the other set. They had a 36 set of pencils there. I already have Faber-Castell polychromos pencils that I really love, so I didn't think that I needed to buy another set of pencils when they are not the artist grade ones. So but I was interested in trying these pencils, so I bought a smaller pack, and I thought I would pick up the neon and pastel pencils because I don't have a lot of pastel pencils in the Faber-Castell polychromos line, and pastels are something that I definitely use, and I thought the neons might be fun. So I will here's two more in there. So I will add these to my polychromos set, and hopefully they play well together. You'll have to let me know. I know a lot of people enjoy using these. These don't always end up being as a budget, but when they were on sale at 50% off, I couldn't resist. So let me just actually color a couple of them on here to see how they do. So I'll zoom you in. So these are the black edition, and this is a watercolor paper, and it is probably cold pressed. So those are some nice colors. That's a pretty purple. So yeah, I think that they'll be fine. Just thought that it would be nice to try them out without having to get a large set, because I do want to always purchase things that I'm actually going to use, and not just I have enough pencil sets that I don't need to hoard excess. Okay, so those were the Faber-Castell Black Edition, the neon and pastel set. The other thing I did is they were selling some Ecoline brush sets. So Ecoline is by Royal Talons, and I have a video on these on my channel, and I did a review of these. These are water-based. They are refillable. They have a tip that you can pull out and flip over, so it's two tips kind of in one. So that's kind of a nice thing. So I do like the fact that they're refillable. You can open it like this, and you can see the other side of the nib there. That's how I knew it was dual-sided, and you can refill your ink, your watercolor there. It does use watercolors, and so I do enjoy that. You do need to use them though on like watercolor paper, so, or you need to use it with a palette and a brush if you're going to use non-watercolor paper, because they are quite juicy. So it does take a little bit to get used to. So I had taken with me my color chart. I'll zoom you out. I took with me my color chart so that I knew kind of which sets to get. They don't come in just one big pack, at least not that I've found. They come in multiple packs, and then so then I decided to get some. I got a yellow, a green, and an orange pack, and sorry, it's called beige pink. And then out of all of the three packs, I ended up having 4 duplicates that I'm just going to pass on to my son and daughter-in-law, because they also were looking at them. So anything that I end up with a duplicate, I will pass on to somebody else, but I'll just show you the colors that I was able to add. So these are the range of colors. And I was interested in some skin tones. I also wanted some more greens. I use a lot of greens in my coloring, so so I've already swatched them off on here to add them, but I will show you on this watercolor paper. And I'll also grab a watercolor brush. So they're quite juicy. I do like the brush on them. You can move them around a bit. If you wanted to, like I said, if you use it on a palette and then bring it over, they move even more. But yeah, they are quite nice, but it's also something, if you're somebody that already has a bunch of water soluble or water based markers, then this might be something that you're not interested in. But if you are someone that is just starting, these are a good option because they are refillable and they do have the dual-sided nib. So I do like that. Sticking with watercolor markers, they also had the Faber-Castell Albert Dürer watercolor markers, and I did pick up some last year from them. So I did want to make sure that I wasn't getting duplicates if possible of these ones. So I got the gray set and I was really happy because the only duplicate I ended up with was black, and I'm happy with that because I'm happy to have another black because black. And so this one here has a large brush tip. And again, you can move it around. And then the other end of this tip is more of a bullet tip. So these are big and chunky, and they are the Albert Dürer watercolor markers. So these would go along the same colors as your Albert Dürer watercolor pencils. So yeah, and it's a bigger, chunkier marker. It's quite girthy. So I got two warm colors, two warm grays, two cold grays, and a black in this set. So happy with that. And then I also picked up the set called Portrait because I don't have a lot of skin tones, and this is what they're calling Portrait. So and I already did have two of these colors, so I'm going to passing on these colors to my son. But let's take a look at this one, which is 132, I believe, yes, which is beige red. It used to be called Light Flesh. And if it's watered out, I would agree it's more of a light flesh. So yeah, again, these are ones that do take a little bit of getting used to how to use, but they work best on watercolor paper, and otherwise, if you're going to use it on, like I said, regular coloring books, then I would do the palette and pick it up with a brush rather than applying this direct to paper, because it does need to be able to be moved a little bit. So those are the watercolor markers that I picked up, and all of them were at 50%, which is awesome because otherwise it's too expensive for me. The other thing I purchased was, I don't have any actual Tombow watercolor or water-based markers. Let me just open this pack. Ugh. So I picked up the Portrait palette because I don't ever have enough skin tone things, and it also had a black in there too, so I thought that would be nice to have for black backgrounds. Now these ones have the brush tip. It is the water-based one. I accidentally bought a set of alcohol-based Tombows before, and then this is the bullet nib. So they do, hopefully, let's check it out. I know a lot of people have Tombow stuff, so it's a little bit, I'm trying to see if the cap matches the color. Yeah, not a whole lot of matching for the cap. Maybe once it's dried down it will be that color. Yeah, I must say the caps are not all that indicative, so I may have to end up swatching these just so that I know what color they are. But those were the water-based Tombow dual brush pens. I do have the Tombow fine liners. They're called twin tone, and that's the only Tombow I have, plus one package of the alcohol markers. So I've never really gotten onto the Tombow kick. And then I did purchase 5 of the Fudenoski brush pens. So I will, they're all individually sealed. So let me just unseal one. And I picked colors that I knew I would use a lot of. They are made by Kuretake, and they have a brush pen, a brush tip. They are water-based dye ink, so similar to like the Staedtler pigment pens, that kind of thing. This is the tip. It's only tip on one side, and that is very much better for matching colors to the tip. So I thought this would be a good skin color. And then I use a lot of greens. So again, I really like olive green and dark green and light green. So I just kind of picked certain colors that I knew I would use a lot of. And let me get the rest of the wrappings off and we'll swatch them. Okay, the wrapping is off. I'll zoom you down a little bit. They do have color names and numbers. So this one is light green. This one is deep green, olive green, like that. And then we have gray. And I also picked up black for black backgrounds or black. And just to show you that these again are water, so they will move. And the longer you leave them to dry, the harder it will be to move them. So if you are going to move them, you want to do that. And this is watercolor paper, so yeah. And those, just checking to make sure, those are all the items I purchased today from the art store. So mainly water-based things, which is kind of my normal. I'm not big, I don't have any really, I have a few Copic chows, but I don't have a lot of alcohol markers or anything, and I don't use a lot of alcohol markers. I am mainly a water-based person, so I guess that makes sense that these are the items that appeal to me at the sale. So that's it. I don't envision having a bunch of purchases for quite a while. I believe that you probably won't see another haul video for me for months, and that's okay. There are quite a few books coming in the fall that I am interested in, but I have not put any orders in for. There's a couple of Maria Trollet books that are coming that I would like to see a flip through first, I think. But thank you so much for joining me today and spending a bit of time looking at all the things I bought. If you would like to see a demo of anything that I have purchased today, or you want a flip through, please leave a comment below. Or if there is something that you think that I should be trying, leave that comment as well. I'm not sure that I will purchase it right away, but I will put it on the list to use for when the channel makes money from the YouTube revenue algorithm. I certainly put that money back into the channel. So thank you again for joining me. I hope you're having a creative and colorful day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.